Yes. Welcome, everybody. We are live to everybody in chat. Hey, I mean, Beardy, Life Freeze, a real one over here. First one in chat.
That's
over
my
here
boy.
said, "Yo, what up?" Oh my God, how is everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing all right. I just want to shout out Unicorn Poop 2600 on a new computer. That's awesome. That's awesome. Bro American, welcome. You were asking me what BP was. Guys, welcome to the first of hopefully many more B.B.P's, the Bun and Beard podcast. Can you tell who the bun and who the beard is in this podcast? I don't know. You guys, you know what I mean? I don't know. Here, this is so you guys can see, you know what I'm saying? Today's topic, and we've been talking about this for a long time coming, is restaurants. We want to shed some light on stuff that's been happening in this day and age with all of the bullshit that's been happening, and how restaurants, aka people that have been in the industry for multiple years, have been dealing with it. And so we decided, let's Beardy likes to talk. I love talking.
Fucking love talking.
Yeah, why not? Why not start something somewhat of a podcast? All right. So chat, for everybody that's new here, the way we were trying to run it, you guys know how to highlight your messages. Those are the messages that we're most likely going to read and interact with, just so we can keep the podcast moving in the direction that we are just going, however we feel the vibe. You know what I mean? So I'm glad we're already liking this. I really do. Hopefully the vibes are just right with this music. By the way, shout out Beardy. I don't know if you Cutscene. It's your boy.
Cutscene, my boy with Cutscene. Get that hot ass lo-fi, man.
It's the
Hot-ass
lo-fi.
lo-fi.
It's the lo-fi. Hey, JJad's in the chat as well. JJ, what's going on? So, let's just start it off. Restaurant life, guys. Beardy and I have been talking, honestly, for a couple hours now. In the past week or so, and we've been getting very much into the whole how the restaurant life has changed within the past year, really. Because we just went through the year anniversary of COVID in March this month.
Somehow, dude.
It turned 1 already.
It's 1 year old.
It's 1 year old. So it's a matter of we want to kind of convey to you, the public, just how we as the restaurant people have been feeling. Hey, I'm trying to get it out there. Hey, please take care of us. We're trying our hardest to deal with these. You have to wear masks, Beardy?
Oh yeah, every day.
So, we have to wear masks and talk to the customers all day. Please don't be mad at us when you don't hear us or something along those lines. So, Beardy, you want to start it off? Talk about how long you've been in the restaurant industry. I want to know how long you've been in there. Have you switched restaurants, or have you stayed? And I want to know, have you worked at chain restaurants, or those mom and pop kind of restaurants where it's less of a corporate ran place?
So I've been in since I was 19, and I'm 27 now. It's always, for some reason, been pizza and Italian. Literally every single restaurant I've been in has been Italian or pizza food. I don't fucking know why, but it just has.
Beardy walking around like this.
And they've literally all been privately owned. Every single one of them. The first one was this dingy old one that was barely hanging on. Second one, I was there for 8 years in all. The third one was a fine dining fancy Italian place. That shit fucking sucks, by the way. Hate that. And now I'm back at the one I'm at right now is basically a carbon copy of the second one. It's a split. It's family style, pizza, stromboli, shit like that. You can wear jeans, but all stuff like that. I was fired from one of them, and I can get into details on that at some point because of some bullshit.
It's always some bullshit.
Other than that, I've been in a restaurant straight since I was 19.
And did you start in the restaurant as a straight server right off the bat? that something
No,
that
I
you
was
did?
like I think I started as a delivery driver actually. With my
Del-
fucking Toyota Tacoma truck, I was delivering pizza.
delivering pizza. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you started. Yeah.
Mm.
I started when I was 18 working at Subway. I consider myself a sandwich
Ooh.
artist, even though nobody else
Uh-huh.
does. You know how I mean.
Uh-huh.
So it started off there, and that's a very interesting. Like now that I am a server, it's a very interesting dynamic. Um, Working at a place where you have somebody looking over and like pointing at what they want.
Literally pointing at the
w-
glass.
when I'm
Yes.
looking at it, like, ma'am, you could say ham. It's okay. Like I hear
Yeah.
you. You know.
I know what ham is.
Yeah, and that's where it all started. There, that's something that I forever will take on because I the reason why I like serving. I had a customer one time. Dude had crazy gauges, tattooed neck everywhere, tattoos, long black hair. The what is it? The spiked like wrist like
Oh,
bracelets and
yeah.
stuff. And he
Mhm,
came
mhm.
in. And I was, hey, how are you doing, man? How are you? And I was just very, very much like, hey, you're a host here. Like, I'm your host here. Welcome.
Mhm.
Like, how can I help you? And he got to the end, and it was just honest conversation. And he said, I just want you to know that thank you for the way you treated me. It was very genuine. Not many people talk to me like that. It's because of the
Yeah.
appearance,
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think about that moment because that sparked a little bit of me I always treat people a certain way, and that's why it kind of transferred over to serving for me. But I
Mhm.
worked there for 2 years, and then I worked at this other place I was a total there for 5 years. Started as a busser, so I got to know the kitchen. That's why I was asking you where you started in the restaurant, because I started off in the kitchen, so in the back of the restaurant. And
Mhm.
if anybody hasn't worked in restaurants before, we know that the front and the back of house are very, very different worlds.
Completely fucking different.
What you're-
Extremely different.
It is actually insane what the back of house, the kitchen, is able to get away with in what they say. And
Yeah.
the front of house, you have to go in the back and or say, if you don't mind me asking, do you ever get intimidated by tatted up people, and if so, why? Beardy, do you want to answer that one?
When I was younger, I did. I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess it was just like a different, perspective I had about people with a shit ton of tats when I was younger. I guess I was thought intimidating or they'd be rude or some shit just because I was a fucking idiot. But the older I get, honestly, I tend to find people with tats all over. Like half of them are my friends now. So, and then just the more people you meet, especially in the restaurant industry, more honestly, usually if they have tats and piercings, they're usually really cool. Like they're usually the ones that are really down to earth and have probably been where you are, honestly.
Yeah, for me, at a very young age, I was exposed to tattoos, just in general, just being in front of people. I don't remember why, but like I always was a big fan, and this is like grandparents, parents, of treating someone not based off of how they look. Not
Yeah.
reading, judging a book by its
Mhm.
cover kind of deal. So, intimidated? No. I will say though, I have seen pictures of, and I don't mean to go off topic terribly much, but like people that are like have face tattoos, the dark face tattoos, and then it's what I mean, like that to me is
Yeah.
a little more
Yeah.
intimidating. The face, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like if you're making it seem so it's kind of scary is one thing.
Yeah.
But you have a tattoo that comes up your neck or your tattoo that's on your hand or something. Hell no.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, working in the industry, I don't know about you, but like I've worked at a bar as well. I tend to talk more to those people because they have a lot more to say. They have
Yeah,
stories
they
behind those
always do, man.
tattoos, and it's just
Always
like
fucking.
so. Like intimidating, I would say definitely not. Definitely not.
Mhm.
I ran the pizza section in a restaurant where we made at least 700 pizzas a night. I'm wondering how much the
Oh my
workload
God.
has either lowered or raised since COVID started. It's unfortunate, but like restaurants like that, it might have gone up because everything's to go now. You don't know. In certain mom and pops, depending on how they were running their social media, how were they active on Instagram, Facebook? Because since this broke down, they're not coming in to get information. You had to get it all through social media. Well, how active were
Yeah.
you doing it? Were you getting constant updates? It's a lot. It's a lot. But to get back to what I was saying, I started off dishwashing. So like I was prepping food, I was handling all the dirty like dishes and shit. By the way, y'all motherfuckers are dirty. If you leave a piece of gum on your plate,
Yeah,
please
dude.
don't. Like
It's
please
like little-
don't. I'm like asking you, like please, like you think of us, like we're in the back, like you pieces of shit. If you do
Yeah.
it, you know,
Like literal
okay,
poop on
we
the
all
fucking
make
plate.
mistakes, yeah, you know, but please don't do it again. Like that's the kind of stuff that maybe you guys don't know because how many people have dishwasher friends? Not many like people have gone
Yeah,
through
zero.
dishwashing. Exactly.
0.
Like I've gone through all the bullshit of like, please, if you're gonna go out to someplace, don't get too drunk to where you throw up, because the person they don't pay enough is cleaning it. I still have nightmares. Anyway, and I worked my way out of it because I was never a kitchen person, dude. I'm talkative. Like I'm a people's person, so like I want to be in front of it. So it's like, all right, Sumo. I'm gonna call myself Sumo, even though my real name's not Sumo. You wanna get out there and maybe bust? Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Fester, actually. And somebody just put Uncle Fester because he's the one that actually got me that job there. And I was like, sure, I'll bust. And because I was decent at talking to people, next thing is, oh, Sumo, you wanna serve a table? Yeah, easy. Oh, Sumo, do you want to learn how to pour a shot? Psh, yeah, easy. Next thing you know, I transitioned into becoming a server. I worked there for 5 years. I did corporate. If anyone's ever done corporate, please don't. You know what I mean? Like, please don't. Like, I'm just saying, if you like corporate, that's your thing. I don't judge. But like, I hated it. 9 to 5, only having the weekends. You know what I'm saying? But I did that for about a year and a half, and then I came actually back to restaurant. I came back so fast. My boss was like, "You hated it, huh?" I'm like, "Oh my god, like so much." Slaw said, "I also washed dishes for 2.5 years for an ice cream place. It's not as bad as regular food. It's really not. You have no idea. You have no idea the shit that comes out of there." So I'm from the UK, so I'd love to know how restaurant server workers works over there. Yeah, dude, for sure. Do you wanna answer that one? I mean, it's gonna
So-
vary off of restaurants too. So he's dealing with a Italian mom and pop. So please, because I actually don't
Even-
know how those run.
It's gonna vary too, because Sumo's up north in the U.S. and I'm like polar opposite. I'm down south. I'm in Georgia. He's in Philly. So, especially with like all COVID and all that shit, thing is way different. But basically, it's I don't know what it is like in UK, but for servers over here in the U.S., like you fucking rely on your tips. That is all it is. You get a $2.13 wage.
Ha!
That's what the wage.
$2.35, bitch.
Yeah, I guess they got
Fuck
it better
it.
up north.
It sucks. It absolutely
But by
sucks.
the time that shit gets taxed, it's basically like a fucking $10 paycheck for 40 hours. So you literally rely completely on your tips. Some people still to this day don't fucking get that. They just leave dog shit tips for some reason. But I mean, it's not bad, because the only good thing I can say about restaurants is that at least the hours are flexible, and I never go in before 10. So if I want to stay up till 2 or 3 all the fucking time, I can, and still have decent enough sleep to work all day. Like, I mean, other than that, I think it probably works the same. I feel like the only differences from UK are probably just like the way the pay goes. I'm assuming.
In the UK, JJ, I don't know if you work in a restaurant. How do you guys get paid? That's the big question for me, because like he says, it's like it's based off of tips. So like, you know what I mean? Like I do stuff to get that extra tips. And I'm not talking about shaking my ass, because that doesn't work for men like that.
Shit.
It doesn't. I'm not in the right kind of bar to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of like taking the bullshit. I had a customer who was literally complaining about how hot her water was, and like kind of like wanting to like, it just kept making me more work, to the point where the other table was like, how do you do that? How do you keep the patience? And I'm just like, honestly, they tipped 20%. You know, like it's part of it. Like there's a certain level of expectations from us servers that, hey, you asked for water when you gave me it. You asked for Coke, I gave it to you. You asked for all this stuff, so it's like, what else do you want, like, for me to get that 20%? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do you want me to do? You like, especially,
Stand-up comedy.
yeah, especially when you take the time to do all of the special little nitpicky things at some restaurant. We're not saying all of you are like this, you know, but some of you might not think about these things like that. That's kind of what I wanted to get out and say this, you know? And like, I don't know. I don't like the whole tipping thing. I wish I could go into a restaurant and it be like salaried, in my dream, like in my dreams, that's what I think of. You salary everybody, the busser, the bartender, the kitchen, the servers, give them benefits, and I think it changes up how they work. Because you're right, ultimately. I don't know about you, Beardy, but there were days where I don't feel like it. I don't care. Everybody's
Bro,
getting the same level of service. I don't give a
Period.
fuck what kind of tip you give me.
Yeah. I mean, most days that's just how I am anyway. I'll be honest with you. Especially past a certain hour or a certain day in the week, that's the only good thing about COVID is I can just put my fucking mask on and they can't see how. I just put that mask on and keep it pulled up over my nose, and I'm set, dude. They just can't even see it.
So over here, you get a regular salary about $8.30 per hour, and tips are extra. Normally about 10% of the final bill, but only if you are satisfied. If you are not, you don't tip. And
Yeah,
that's
figured
the other.
that's how it is.
That's another good point, because like some people tip off of food.
Yeah.
Careful
the
with
bill.
that one, because that one sucks for us, because like we don't cook the food. You know, if you're eating something that you're not happy with, you gotta let me know so I can then yell at my kitchen, be like, why did you not cook this medium? Why is this well done? Like, and then we can get you a new one. But if you eat it and then you're not happy, and then you tip off of that fact that you're not happy, that's just like, thanks. Like, you didn't give us an opportunity to make
They don't
you
realize
happy.
half the time there's a divide between the front and back. There's a huge fucking divide, like you were saying earlier. A lot of people just think we go back there, we just fucking dap them up all the time. We're super bros. It's just not like that, dude. It's not like that at all.
I
Not
try
for
my
me, at
best. I try my best to make it like that, but it really isn't. And chat, by the way, for all the people already here, we got 24 viewers. If you guys want us to read chat, we're trying to focus on the conversation. Make sure you are highlighting it with the 100 storm score. All right, just so everybody knows. I remember walking into a restaurant where somebody used the whole up ketchup thing, the ketchup bottle. Bro, some restaurants right now are doing things just to get by because of like the things that we're dealt with, you know, the hands that we're dealt right now, you know. I tip based on the attitude of the server. I would say I've done that, and that's why I'm kind of like, bro, I've literally, who's seen Waiting? Everybody kind of in the industry. If you've seen, if you're in the industry and you haven't seen Waiting, you need to stop. And if you aren't in the industry and you haven't seen Waiting, you need to watch it. Gives you kind of a fair kind of what the restaurant actually is like. There's a moment where this tiny little girl, she's so short, she's in the back yelling, motherfucking, and then she comes to the front and is like, hi. Like, that's kind of me. I come in the back and I'm like telling my yo, listen guys, like I need this now. Like, and then I put my mask on, I do the whole to make sure like this is like I'm smiling, you know what I'm saying? But reality, I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just you know what I mean? And then you go outside and it's the voice and everything. Hello, how are you doing? It is a play. You guys, as much as I hate to say, like it is. That's my little secret to all you guys is like, and that is a fair way to kind of tip though. What do you think, Beardy? Like tipping off of like, how have you ever done that? Have you ever tipped off of like somebody's attitude?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I think you have to factor in both the total of the bill because that's just how we do it in the US here. And you have to factor in the attitude. Like if your tab's $100, but your server's a fucking douchebag, I'm not gonna give that guy 20%. If he is an outright douchebag to me, he's not getting that shit. But I mean, if it's $100 and the guy's just like neutral, you know, he's not giving me any wrong. He did his job fine, but he's not like, fuck yes, like I'm so glad I'm here, you know, that kind of shit. I'm still gonna give him 20%. Really, the only thing I do is, if this guy has a really bad attitude, I'm not going to tip him well. But if he's just treating me fairly, then, you know, we don't have any issues.
I've done it. For me, it's like almost remembering. So like if I go to a cafe, like a diner, I like coffee. If you can't tell, I like coffee. All right. In a diner, when I'm in a diner setting, I like my coffee to be filled up. So if I have my coffee on the edge of the table, and you know she comes over to me, would you like more coffee? Yes. Or if she comes and just fills it up, even better. That's like more like tip for me. But if I have it there and you're not even making, you see, like I do the whole, like I know I work in the industry, so I kind of like stare down a server, not intimidating, but I kind of let you know, hey, I'm looking at you, like help please. I almost give her the
I mean, you kind of have to, honestly. You
know,
kind of got to let them know
me,
at some point.
pick me. And then they don't, and they take forever to get my coffee. That's when I start to literally say, deduct, and I start taking money off. JJ's typed, so tips work that you will pay like 10% into the bill, and that will get split between everyone on shift, and there are also under the table tips that are just for the waiter. You see, like stuff like that, I think you have to kind of really work at finding a good middle ground for everybody to be happy.
Ooh, also, after this, I think we missed Game Freak highlighted one too.
Oh, did he?
Before JJ also,
Oh, you're right. Isn't it rude to say I don't like the food, or is that common misconception? Nah, bro.
No, I don't.
Nah, dude, that is not rude.
That, bro.
You know where that's rude? At my house when my mom made the food. Don't fucking say that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But in a restaurant, bro, you're paying for it. You're there to have a good time. You don't like the food, you tell me. Because then I'm like, okay, what would you like? In my restaurant, if somebody doesn't eat the food, we just take it off the bill and just make you pay for whatever you did eat. It's not that big of a deal.
I find it more awkward when I go to clean a table afterwards and half the shit is still there. I'm like, okay, I mean, clearly they didn't like this. Why didn't they just say something?
Yeah.
You know, clearly they were dissatisfied the whole time. It's like, why would you not just tell me? As long as you're not a dick about it, it's very easy to fix that.
Because there is a certain way to approach that. You're right. If you're, this food sucks, I need something different, as opposed to saying, hey, excuse me, like, listen, I did not like the way this was cooked. I'm sorry. It's just, look, it's kind of like too tough. I'd be like, yeah, sir. Is there something else that you can like? Some people are like, yeah, sure. Let me get the burger. Sure. Let me get that. My kitchen will do it quick because, you know, whatever. I'm not going to get into that one. Like, you know, bitch at them more because then they get mad. But like, okay, then it's done. But if you keep like quiet during that moment, Game Freak, then it's like there's, like I said, you're not letting us help you.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
and then you're gonna tip off of that, and that's just not fair. That's where I was getting at. For those who don't know, around the Philly and New Jersey area, diners are extremely prominent. Yeah, they're huge. I love, dude. Breakfast is my. I could probably be really good diner like waiter because I'm quick, and like with customers and shit, and like, you know, I'm up when I'm up. Like, I'm like energetic up, you know what I mean? So in a diner, I'd be like, yo, you smile more. Here's some coffee kind of shit. Like, it would be, I would have fun at a diner. Then you have kids who make a mess, and oh my goodness, eel, you just
every
brought up.
single day, literally every single day, every single fucking day. Macaroni and cheese on the floor every single fucking day.
You know,
you have to pick that shit up with napkins because you can't fucking sweep it up.
Any parents, if you've ever done this in a restaurant, thank you, because you literally fueled our complaints for like a solid 45 minutes in the kitchen of us bitching at parents, because we really truly say, it's like, your kid's messy, it's a child, what can you do? But I'm looking at the parents, you didn't even fucking try.
They didn't try to clean it, bro. They just
left it
everywhere.
Food
like there's
everywhere.
Cereal in a pizza place on the floor. What?
That's another thing. It's not even your food, because they bring the kids. Well, my kid's gluten free, and I'm just like, that kid's gluten free already.
Gluten free garbage.
Fuck. It's like, fuck. Like, shit. Are you kidding me? 5 second rule. 5 second rule. Good. We almost had to switch to the second rule. New Jersey's breakfast sandwiches are on a whole new level. I would agree with you, Fester. I would totally agree with you. Again, it's a Pennsylvania, New Jersey thing where that's just the thing that we do. And so with this restaurant that you're at right now, because I'm curious for this question. I was going to ask you this earlier, but then I decided not to, so I can also get this real time with everybody in chat right now. You've been with this restaurant ever before COVID, right? BC?
No, I was fired from the one when COVID started, and I can tell you why if you want. This one I joined in August of last year.
Okay.
So it was mid-COVID.
I mean, Chad, do you not want to hear why he got fired? I mean, I totally do. Hit me.
Yeah. All right, so this restaurant, I was at this place since I was 19 years old, and I was 27. I took like a year and a half break when I worked in fine dining or whatever, but I was a fucking manager and everything at one point. Like, I did everything, bro. I was the fucking dude there. Like, everybody knew me. I could do all the fucking positions, all that shit. So this one day, like, I don't know, the older I get, the less patience I have with these fucks for whatever reason. And that's really just how it is.
Oh fuck.
We were really fucking busy. I was serving. I think it was like a Sunday morning or some shit. And I got sat with a two-top. They came in. It took me like a minute or two to get over there because I was just fucking busy. Like, it's just how it was. And then as soon as I got to the table, I greet them, and then they open up with some rude ass shit saying, "Man, you guys are really disorganized today, huh?" And I'm just like, by this point, I'm already just in no mode. I'm like, no, I mean, what do you mean? I'm not really sure what you're saying. He's like, oh, well, it took us 5 minutes to get a table over here. I'm like, or no, he said it took me 15 minutes to sit down. I'm like, and I straight up went, no, sir, you guys have not been here for 15 minutes. I'm sorry. I just straight up 100% said, fuck you. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. You guys have not been here for 15 minutes. Which in the restaurant industry, if you don't know, you do not fucking do that. You do not fucking do that. So it just snowballed. He was like, oh, well, I mean, we've been here for at least 10 minutes. I'm like, no, honestly, sorry, you guys have not been here that long. I'm sorry. You're just lying to my face right now. Because I just wasn't having it. And then the dude's like, oh, so what are you disagreeing with right now? Because he's trying to hold it over my head. And I'm like, yeah, basically I am. You guys have just not been here that long. So, and then there was just some huge issue. They didn't want me anymore. I went over, told the manager, I was fucking fuming. He played it out to be like, he had my back and all that shit. But really in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm probably getting fired tomorrow. There's a huge chance that I'm getting fired, even though this dude was a fucking dick. I've been here for years and this dude was a douche. I'm probably getting fired for this bullshit. And come to find out, luckily a friend of mine worked there with me. He told me, hey man, like manager told me they're going to cut you tonight. Like he's going to call you tomorrow morning. They were going to call me before I woke up in the morning to go to work and fire me right as I'm laying in bed. I'm like, bro, Jim, I called that manager last night, the very last night. I was like, Jim, if you got something to fucking say, just say it right now, man. Just say it right now. And that was it right there.
I mean, damn, 8 years of service and you maybe crack one day. And it wasn't even
and
like you cursed at them.
Came back the next week and they were even worse to other servers there. They were even worse, that same couple.
Anybody that manages a restaurant, you also have to realize you kind of have to at one point or another be on your server side, because it's like we also can't let customers walk all over us and treat us like servants. We are servers, but we are not like, yo, pick this up, yo, grab that. Like, relax. Like, I am not your like servant like that. Not yours. I'm like my boss's server. I'm helping you out, kind of shit, Damn, bro, that sucks. Yeah.
Nah, fuck them.
I mean,
this
fair.
Job, way better, way more money.
Good,
all of it.
Good, but like, I mean, ultimately, like, guys, chat, like, straight up, we feel like that more than you know. Like, and sometimes it's just flat out stupidity. Like, hold on, let me read this. It's easy to see who has worked in food and who hasn't by the way their table looks at the end of the meal. God, 1,000%. I stack shit based off of the dishwasher, because I've dishwashed. So like, there's something that a lot of people do, and you don't know how kind of annoying it is for the dishwasher. If you ever get those little saucers of sauce and you're gonna finish them and then stack them on top of each other, it's a good plan, but it kind of causes then the dishwasher to have to sit there, undo each thing.
Each
and then,
nasty little sauce container.
It's annoying. It's these little, so like for me, when I do it now, I have all sauces separately and they just take it back like that. And that's just like the knowledge, like you said, Straga, like I know that I was bitching every time. I'm like, why do people have to just let the server do it? I would bitch like that, but not really. Like servers love it when you help them. Oh, I can just grab this one plate and bring everything. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Like, let me go. Like, it's like those little wins that we get. Texas Roadhouse has the peanuts on the ground, but that's a niche thing, Eel. Like, that is their thing. That place is kind of dirty, but I mean,
you go in there knowing that though.
Yeah.
I mean, you go in there knowing, and it's not like you eat peanuts on the ground. You don't do that. You eat them out of a bowl and you toss the shell on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here like siphoning fucking like sucking peanuts off the floor or anything like that.
Beardy on the ground. Oh, I got one.
Yeah. But again, I doubt they do that now. This was all pre-COVID, man. Shit was different. There's no way they fucking do that anymore. There's no way they even share a bowl of peanuts with customers. No way.
Oh my God. Yeah, and that's the thing. So over across the pond, what is like the protocol for taking and calling a waiter over? Oh, now Beardy and I might have two different like uh sides with this one. Cause all right, Beardy, I want you to go. Like, what do you think is acceptable, and what do you think is rude? Like, almost flat out, almost borderline disrespectful for you.
I think you either calling my name, not shouting it, but calling my name, or just like raising a finger, you know, like not like a fucking finger, but like raising a finger or just raising your hand, you know, like a get over here, that kind of deal. But just gently getting my attention, that's fine. But if you tink your glass, if you snap, which happens, it really happens, or if you whistle, or you shout,
Oh shit.
or you fucking like fling your hand, no, dude, you have immediately pissed me off. You have immediately pissed me off. And I will walk over to you with an attitude.
Ooh.
But my mask covers it, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I come from Mexico, and in Mexico, there's a difference into how like you do like speak to your waiter and how they like come at you as well. So in Mexico, I have seen the whole and like it's like, but it is a whistle that is known, if that makes sense. Like it's not like here nobody whistles, so if you whistle, you're like, oh, what the fuck did he just do? But over there,
Yes.
it's more of a well known, and then they'll get your information. Do not snap ever. Do not. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. Like
Yeah.
I will forever say, like, it is a switch that I do pull. Like in Beardy, like to your point, I actually get kind of like oh my god, my words change and how I talk to you changes.
Yes.
I give you the back, like you're no, like no. I'm gonna go over here, cool off, and I'm gonna come back to you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's one time where I was working at the like 9 to 5 job, so like I'm done with restaurants. That's the mentality. I'm done. But I went back to help, so I'm there as a help, right? And I'm there and I'm doing a certain job that I know needs to get done. Nobody else is doing it. And like this guy at the bar, full bar, they're getting comes at me and goes,
Oh,
and he just like literally like from across, and I turn around because I was like, is he talking to me? I was like literally, is he talking? And I turned around and he was looking directly. I was kneeled down. He was directly looking at me, and I was like, oh my god. So this is what I did, chat. Ready? I went up, walked directly towards him, and then fainted towards the guy on his right and took his order.
Ass, bro.
Took his order, grabbed his drink, gave him the drink, went back to do my job because I'm not supposed to even do that. Like, don't snap. Don't snap. Like, that man must have been pissed and he couldn't do anything about it. Let me read these. So, being in the service industry for years and years, if you find a hair in your food, do you set it aside, keep eating it, or do you make them remake your food? I'm going to be honest, chat. Depends for me. If I'm like at a very nice like fancy spot, yeah, take that shit back. I don't want it. But like for me, like happens.
Yeah, that's usually, unless it's like a giant fucking long ass scraggly hair, that's what I'll go with.
Like for me, if I'm like paying hundreds of dollars to get a quality crazy meal like that, like I'm just pushing it out, you know? Like, but sorry. I love when college mathematicians come in and argue about the cost of their food as if they really understood it. Struck with facts.
This fucking dude asked me for a separate receipt every day
Oh my
for
god.
the sales tax. I'm like, bro,
Stop. Why come out?
on your card, and two, it's fucking the state tax. It's the same everywhere. Just apply the fucking percentage that it is. Like,
It's
stop making it difficult.
mathematicians, college math. That was good. That was good, Strike. I like that. Over here, a nod as they walk past, and over here, if you whistle or snap, the waiter will serve everyone else before you. Yeah, 100%. And that's facts. So, what's your reaction and the restaurant's crowd that is in's reaction when someone drops and breaks a glass? Oh, Mazel Tov! Hey! Like, we get excited. Nobody really like is like, I make the joke if a customer does it, I make the joke of, don't worry, we'll add it to the bill. No worries. Like, you know, no, you're good kind of shit, you know? What about you in the South? Is it like that too?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on where you're working. Like, where I'm at now, it's more like, oh, fuck, let's just clean that up. They don't
That's
really
it.
say anything.
Yeah.
Last place I was at, it'd be like the whole kitchen be like, and clap and shit like that, literally, because it was an open kitchen. You could see all of them. So if I broke a glass at like what table 4 or whatever, the entire fucking restaurant's gonna explode. And that was just kind of part of it. It was just kind of fun, honestly. It wasn't like it was a bad thing or anything.
It
But where
never
I'm at
is.
now, it's just like, oh shit, let me just clean that. Honestly.
Yeah, it never is. I got quit McDonald's over a burger was thrown at me. So someone in the back gave this girl extra pickles. She got mad at me, so she threw a burger at me, and I grabbed what was left of it and threw that bitch at her, and they started to get mad and wrote me up. So I was like, I quit because they're lazy bitches.
Yes,
What the fuck?
dude, damn right. Sometimes you just gotta draw the fucking line, man.
Bro, working at a fast foods place must be on another level that I can't even imagine.
Never did that shit, man.
Never. I would never want to do that. And I see you keeping that stash strong, El Jefe. You got it. Facts. But yeah, no, it's something that when I think of like fast food places, it's like I don't expect much from them because it's like I'm paying $5 for a meal, like a burger, fries, and like it's definitely not fresh is the way I always think about that, but I'll still eat it. Shit. Fuck it.
I mean, cheap food, not super great service. Kind of what you should go into it thinking. Unless it's Chick-fil-A. Down here, Chick-fil-A is like literally fucking God's here for their service. It's weird.
Chick-fil-A's a cult. I'll forever think that. Like, oh my God, the way they serve better than me, and I'm like,
they are making more money than ever right now because of COVID. I doubt they're even going to open back up. You should fucking see the Chick-fil-A's down here, bro. It's insane. Like, I think the CEO is literally buying like 20 houses right now, probably. He's got to.
Hopefully renting them out for his employees. What is a proper way to call your waiter over without being rude? I've been taught that little like put your finger up and make eye contact thing. We were oh my God, Vale, I didn't know that was you, Straga. What? When did you change your name? No wonder. I was like, wait, I don't know who Straga is, but yeah, he seems like he knows me. Oh my God. All right. But Game Freak, we were just literally talking about that not too long ago, and we kind of agreed that the whole like finger thing, maybe like you got to make eye contact. You got to be like comfortable enough to do that, because sometimes we just are literally so busy that our heads down thinking about what we need to do next that we won't see you. So like keeping a little bit of eye contact, doing a little maybe wave and finger is great. But if I ever catch you snapping, whistling a server over, I might like I'll pay for the meal because I'm never taking you out again.
Yeah.
Dead ass. I'll tell you right now. Like, no. Mm-hmm. And I've had people who have disrespected waiters and shit, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Fuck over yourself, bro.
Stop.
Yeah. Come
like,
on.
That's not gonna happen. You know, like, I swear I had to clean the floors when the ice machine was broken. No one else knew how to fix it. Had to get bro. You worked at McDonald's. The ice machine's always fucking broken. I almost bust $200 worth of cognac. Yo, Uncle Fester. I'd like to make a confession. I actually have stolen your story and made it my own with my with my customers. And I'd like to apologize, but I'd like to show you how it goes, right? So Uncle Fester, the one night, does anybody know who Louis the 13th is as far as cognac goes? Cognac is like fine, like, you know, I don't even fucking know. But Louis the 13th is like a $1,500 bottle. The bottle alone, so like the glass bottle with the whatever's in it alone costs $500. Okay? For a shot of this, like for a little shot in a snifter. What was it, George? Like 75 bucks, almost $100. It's like $70 to $100 range was this. If I'm not, or no, maybe it was 170. It was a lot. It was over 100. It was over 100. George, like Uncle Fester should remember this. Anyway, he goes up to a table and is about to bust and clear the glass because the glass must have had, it seemed like it didn't have much left. As he's grabbing the glass, guy comes in and grabs his arm. What are you doing? You're about to clear like $100 worth of like liquor. Like what are you doing? And ever since then, it's like, oh, now you drink it. Like, you're right. Because, dude, if you do that, that man's pissed. Like, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Then McDonald's told me to come back after I quit, and I said, nah, fuck McDonald's, bro. Fuck McDonald's.
Always.
You offended so many Americans. Fast food is good, especially In and Out. I'm not saying it's not good, but like you
We're not saying it's
cannot,
not good. It's just different.
you just can't like bitch about the quality or the
Yeah.
service when you're paying so little for the food. That's all we're saying. And that's like those people that you see on Instagram, the Karens and the Kens and the people that are yelling through the window. It's like, why? You're trying to get a fucking deal off of 3 burgers. Why?
3 fucking burgers that are $5 total.
What are we doing? Who else is learning so much on how to treat a waiter and more? Life Read, that's why we're doing it. I'm glad you're liking this, bro. All right, Straga. I had a man snap his fingers at me once when I worked in fast food. I calmly walked over to him. Mind you, we were slammed, and in a very calm voice with serious eye contact, told him if he snapped at me again, I would snap his dick off and feed it to him. Should have been fired, but manager gave mad respect for how calmly that came out.
Oh my god, that's
Oh
actually
my
legendary.
God.
I don't think I've ever heard that shit in my life.
Ultimately, you know The Purge? I don't know if like everybody knows The Purge. I want a day where people in the industry are allowed to purge, as in talk to customers however the fuck we want. Like literally. Like that goes for people in retail, restaurants, anybody that has to deal with customers that are fucking dumb. I'm sorry, but I can't work at restaurants and fast food places. I don't know. You guys might be different, but everyone was kind of lazy when I work at these places. So this is why I work construction. You calling me lazy, ASAP? Calling me lazy, bro? Listen, I last time I worked a crazy double. I'll give you these stats. I was wearing my watch. I had to walk up and down stairs. I walked 45 flights and
Holy shit.
over 10 miles. If that's lazy to you, then I'm lazy.
I've never worked at a restaurant with 2 stories. Never had that happen.
My restaurant's actually kind of insane. All right. So here's my question then. Because again, like Beardy and I might be different viewpoints here. What do you love about being a server? And I'm hoping you say nothing, or you say something and not nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 things I like. So I mean, one, like I said earlier, I like how the restaurant lifestyle is flexible. Like if I need a week off, I can just write it down. It's no big deal. It can be covered. Or if I need a shift covered, I can ask some shit like that. And I like how the hours aren't insane. Unless you work at a breakfast place, I guess that's different. But I mean, for me, the earliest I go in is 10 o'clock. That's not fucking early at all. That's not early. And then I'm usually out by 8 if I go in at 10. Or even if I'm closing, I get out at like 10 to 10:30. That's also not that late either. Those are probably the 2 main things. I mean, I think the biggest thing I like about serving or the restaurant industry is that it's more of a laid back tone job. Like I'm not wearing a suit. I don't really have to watch my mouth unless I'm right in front of a customer. I can kind of just fuck around and doing whatever as long as the job is done. Like I don't really take it seriously at all because in that industry, you don't really have to, unless, maybe it's like some fucking high end place in Atlanta or something like that. That might be different. But honestly, I just like how the restaurant industry is just laid back. Other than the fucking bullshit customers, it's very, very easy to handle,
No, I would say so. I don't know how busy you get. How many tables on a busy night can you have?
Since we're at half, I wouldn't say even half. We're spacing for COVID. I think. I don't know. I mean, we're only really skipping like 4 tables the way they're all spaced out. So something around fucking 20-ish, and then a full bar, and then to-go orders and delivery.
I mean,
full tables.
How many do you take care of? Like,
That just depends. It could be anywhere from 3 to 7.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
Yesterday morning, I had fucking 7 at one time. It was awful.
Awesome. Okay,
Terrible.
So my restaurant, I think we're definitely different. I have a section in the summertime that has anywhere like that seats up to like I think it's 13 to 15 tables, different ranges of, and that's all mine. Part of what I love about the restaurant, obviously, it is the like relaxed mindset of I can literally go out and drink a shit ton the night before and come back and still be okay to work. And I've done it. Take a Red Bull, which is not healthy. I understand, Chad. I'm getting older. I gotta watch it. But like, it's part of the industry, and I've done it multiple times, and I feel fine, right? For me, it's up here, right? So like, I like having chaos and managing it, and that's might be a weird thing for people to hear, but I feel like some other like servers might agree with me in saying like when shit's hitting the fan and everything is happening, I'm very good at like prioritizing my work and saying, all right, this table just came in, I gotta go talk to them. So then, and everything then starts to become like timed in my mind, and I have everything remembered, everything timed out perfectly. I got to get this, so then I can get that, get these together, wait for this. So for me, that's definitely something that I love, because it's like time management. You really go with prioritization of exactly. It is a switch. Everyone's like, Sumo, are you okay? And I'm looking, because I'm not talking and I'm down, and I'm like this because I'm talking to myself about like what I need to do. So like, I like that aspect of the restaurant. I've also, please don't get me fired or anything if anybody here is working, you know, from my actual job is watching, but like, I've done the whole take shots during work.
Oh yeah, bro. My last job, I
Takes
drank
the
all the
edge
time.
off all the time. And you know what I mean? When people are like, oh, that surfer seemed like she was wobbly, I'm like, yeah, she's having fun today. Like, I know, like, you're drinking in the back, you might broke up with your boyfriend trying to keep, well, I don't fucking know, but like, it happens more than you know. And I'm over here taking shots of tequila, and we're like, it works. And then the customer will look right at me, and I'm like, and then just walk the fuck away. Like, and these masks are great because then you don't smell the alcohol.
You're fucking covered, bro. You're covered.
Yeah, let me catch up on some of these messages. If you haven't watched Waiting, do it now. You will understand. 1000%, Vale. Let them know. At some point in time, in your career, in your guys' careers, when you guys not wanted to serve the person at all, where they piss you off. Hold on. At some point in your career, when you guys not wanted to serve. I've done it, Beardy, where like this table like was so disrespectful to me in a racist way that I actually told one of my other servers, I said, to avoid problems, you're taking this table. They looked at me and they were like, what? And I said, no, like, you're taking this table. I'll tell you later. Forget about it now. Keep moving. Because we were busy. I'm not trying to make a big scene of it. You take it, because I'm not serving a man that just said some bullshit to me. So Cheetah, yeah. And I'm sure, Beardy, has that ever happened to you, where you've gotten so mad at somebody that like you just switch servers?
Honestly, 50 times. Usually I'll ride the whole table out unless it's really bad. And the next time they come in, I remember them and I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that. Dude. No, take that. I am not going over there. I will explode if I go over there. That's usually how it is.
We remember faces, but we remember what they did more. Oh, that's the guy that's the woman that. So those are something, yeah. I used to work at Dairy Queen next to a high school in the hood, and we would constantly get to the ego hijacks trying to piss the servers off.
Dude, that's why I'm glad I don't work at like a Taco Mac with a shit ton of high school and everything. God, that would tear me up, man.
I feel like that's a special job. Like, even the college bar nowadays, bro, I would not be able to. No way. There's a certain level of like respect that I want working at a like, you know, and these guys being drunk, they're not going to give it to you. I wish I could go back to these low dine-in numbers. Banquets be nuts. That's true, Vale. Vale works at a banquet, and that's a completely another world, bro.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like, Vale, maybe one day we'll keep talking about this and have you on this podcast to kind of explain the banquet part of like if for all the wedding people that go, how do you treat those servers? You know, because I'm sure there might be a little bit of difference. Life free. When I get my first job, I work at a restaurant or a blue collar type of job, like putting in tile with someone I know. Honestly, I'm about everybody working in the restaurant industry, just not necessarily making a career out of it.
Oh God, no.
That's just because it teaches you a lot.
Yeah, I'd work in there for maybe a few months, understand it, and then just get the fuck out while you can. Holy shit! I wish I would have learned something else that I could do while going back to school instead of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
It's definitely bullshit. For me, I do like it. I can't
Mhm.
deny it. I do like being a server. It's the bullshit like we've been talking about that starts to kind of take that motivation away. But the money for me in this place that I'm at, what's the
Bro, as
most
a single male, if you work at least close to full time, if you don't have kids, all that bullshit, serving can be a very fucking satisfying job financially.
fun and fun?
Really and fun. Like it can really support your bills and then just be easy to do as like a single male, no problems. It's not bad. That part about it's not bad, I'll say.
That's and that's a very fair point. You being single and not having to worry about, because working in the industry like this, you work a lot of weekends, and that's when a lot of normal people, quote unquote, the normal
Yeah.
workforce hang out. So like, I'm either missing out on hanging out, or I'm missing out on potential money I could have earned.
Yeah.
Go.
It's always more money on the weekend.
Always. I'm not calling you guys lazy. I was saying that most of these places need people because they don't do stuff like clean the kitchen and stuff. You know what I mean? Agreed. ASAP. Agreed. And that's just something that, again, like, I don't know. Like, it comes with management too. It's how your manager. Oh, how's your management?
Mine?
Yeah, is it good?
Actually, my management is fucking awesome. It is the best management I've ever had. And that's partially because the manager is the owner, and I am absolute best friends with her brother.
Okay.
So like I basically like they're very close to me, like at least relatively close. I'm almost like part of their family. So on top of her being very laid back and lenient, I'm also kind of up there a little bit more. So management for me is a fucking walk in the park, bro. It's so easy. It's so easy.
But okay, take you aside. The way he manages the restaurant from his employees, new employees, is that something that
Oh,
you
even
do
me
you see
aside,
he
I think
does
she does a
or
good
she
job.
does
Yeah.
well?
She well, there's two. There's an assistant manager who's like 19 and he's really good, but the main one is the owner. And she is really good. Like she's very patient. She never explodes. She never pops off. My only issue with her is that she buys into the dog shit customers too much. Like almost sets the ones who are really bad on a high pedestal if they end up
Mm,
being nice once or twice. I'm like, bro, this guy literally just said, I fucking hate this dude. Because that happened to me like a couple weeks ago. This guy said, fuck that guy. And she didn't even kick him out. She didn't even say anything about it.
to
She
you?
just, yeah. Yeah. I had my back turned, but one of the coworkers told me that this guy at the bar was like, "Hey, yeah, yo, fuck that guy over there," for no reason. I was literally just walking by, and the owner knows about it, and she never did anything about it. He still comes in. I'm like, that's my only problem with her is she just kind of lets this shit happen. But other than that, no, she's great. Great with the employees. So easy to work with for everybody.
Okay. Damn, I would have gotten like involved in that one if I heard somebody say that about my coworker.
See,
Because
I didn't hear it either. She didn't hear it at the time. I didn't hear it at the time. It was
fair.
told. Maybe she doesn't buy it.
no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. He's a he's a douche. I get it. Bad apple over here. No, we all have all kinds of like. I've never had anybody do that to me. The worst was the snapping guy. But what I will say was that we kind of have a little bit of pent up. I'd like to call it
Yes.
energy, but it's more like rage on customers that we low key, and I mean, again, I don't like to speak for all servers, but I do low key kind of sometimes wish a customer would.
God,
You know what I mean? Like, I wish you would. Like, please hit my bus or please hit somebody else, because I'm going to be the first one to jump in there and let you know, hey, we don't like you, customers.
Yo,
you know?
please hit me. Please hit me. Man.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
fuck your ass up so fast
Yeah.
right in here. Oof.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? What up, Zach? Have y'all ever considered quitting your job at some point or your careers? So, Cheetah, I've done it. I quit and came back. Did the whole 9 to 5, cubicle job, hated it. I find myself more comfortable. Kind of like what I do in stream, how I am, like, kind of like confident, all this stuff. it's kind of how I work as a server. When I was behind the office on the phone trying to sell payroll to companies, you know what? It didn't feel right. It never felt good for me. So like I'm back. I will admit and say that I do not want this for the rest of my life. Definitely not. Even owning a restaurant is a lot of work that people are like, oh, I'll open up a restaurant. I'm like, actually, you might not know what you're getting yourself into. It's a lot.
Yeah.
What about you, Beauty?
I am dying to change careers. I finished college the first time in 2016, and I'm still doing this shit. I even had another career, but it wasn't enough to pay the bills, so I had to keep this career the whole time. So yeah, trust me. And I'm going back to school one more time for an associate's for computer shit in June, and then thank God, I just put up on my Twitter like the countdown is coming for me being done in the restaurant industry. So yeah, I will be out, bro. I'm counting down the days, dude. I'm counting down the days.
And you know what? That's
Ooh.
part of it. Part of it is thanks to the customers, guys. Like
Mhm.
some of you guys are awesome, but some of you, you know, you really it adds.
Go.
It adds, bro. It adds to the whole like we don't want to be here. You know what I mean? So, what was I gonna say? Scotty, worst experience with a Karen. You got one?
Worst experience with a Karen. You go first, because I'm gonna try and think of one.
All right. The worst one, I mean, all right, I'm going to give you guys pre-COVID and then one post-COVID. All right? That if you can think of one cuz I have two like real quick ones. Um I'll go with my pre-COVID. These guys or this woman was just not like I'm a very upfront person and I'm what's it called? Um funny and like outgoing. I meant to say outgoing. That's what it was. Nah, not out front. Outgoing personality. So I came up to the table and I was like, "Hello, how's everybody doing?" Yes, I sound like that. Whatever. Don't judge me. I make money. Regardless. I could just tell was like, "Oh God, that bitch! No, 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 not her, not her!" Like this, like she just giving me this. So like I'm like, I gotta stay away from her. I gotta stay away from her. And she just kept asking these questions that were so like niche about the menu that I just didn't know. So she was getting mad that I didn't know these questions. I didn't know if she had that specific kind of liquor because you know the way I work as a server, I don't necessarily know all these little like intricacies. I rely on my personality to kind of get me my tip. So like if I don't know something, hey, I can just find out. Like, you okay? Waiting a minute. She was not. So I just kept making jokes. Everyone's laughing but her. And then I was like, all right, cool. My kitchen cooked her steak wrong. She like ate it, smiled. I could just tell that she was not having a good time. I kept asking, "Is everything okay? Like, is everything cooked right?" Because I could just the way like she was moving and she's looking at it and then she's going like this was not enjoyable. It was a bill of $200 and something. So 20% of that generally is about 40 something dollars. All right. If you get a $100 bill, 20% of that is $20. I just always just kind of like work at it like that. Right. So I hate to say expect, but you know, you expect to see a certain time. $5. She left $5 with a note that said this was the worst cut of meat that I've ever had. You guys should a whole fucking note. You guys should be ashamed. Your server, blah blah blah. And I was like, bitch, you threw me in here? I'm looking at this like you didn't say anything. And this is why I kind of I checked on her so many times. I gave you the opportunity to let me know. And then you do this. She wrote a bad review and she put me in it. I was livid. I was like, no fucking shot. You just really did this. I was really nice the entire time, but like, oh God, I was pretty upset because again, you didn't give me the opportunity to help you fix it, and then you just kind of shit all over my name. Not cool. Not cool.
No.
You're next.
It's. I almost want to just do. Well, I guess I have two. I've got two. Because there's, I have a hard time thinking of them for some reason, but I've got two. So I have, because Straga said a Kevin equivalent, which I think is fucking awesome. The Karen equivalent is a Kevin.
I've heard
So I had-
Ken. That's why I say Ken.
Either
Ken.
way.
I love
Kevin.
either one. Yeah.
So the first Karen was not so many issues at the table. I can't remember what happened. She came in, I guess it was like a to-go order or some stupid shit, and had some kind of attitude. I don't remember what it was about, but I know for me to say something about it, she must have been a bitch. I don't say anything about it if she's not rude. And then she said some shit, was bitching about her order, and she was like 6 feet to my left, and there was another dude in between me. She said some shit about her order, was waiting, and then I whispered, or at least thought I whispered something under my breath, really shit about it. And then she fucking explodes on the dude standing right next to me, who didn't say a fucking word. He didn't say a single word, and she goes off on him, and he's looking at her like, "What, man? What are you talking
did I
about? I
do?"
didn't even talk. What do you mean?" I'm just standing there like, just fucking waiting it out, listening to him get reamed. I'm like, yeah, sorry, buddy. That was actually my bad. That was my fault. My bad. All right, you go again, and I'll do the Kevin one.
Oh man, I actually do have a Ken one, or a Ken,
Yeah,
Kevin,
Ken.
Kyle, Ken. I've heard it all. But this one actually turned out to be in my favor because of his dumbass being a complete asshole. He was very like this the entire time. I'm taking their order. I'm asking, and he was like just not looking me in the eyes, not giving me the time of day. So it was 7 of them. In my restaurant, usually 6 is the cap. After 6 is when we add gratuity. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they will fuck you guys. So, what's it called? I'm taking care of this table. This guy's just very like, yeah, I want this. And give me that. Well done. Like very like with this hand gesture of this, you know, kind of shit.
Kind of deal, yeah.
Ordering for the table, or like, yeah, you want the white wine, get her the white wine, and like not letting people like order. And I'm just like, dude, this guy. And then it's like, yeah, give me the Brussels, and then yeah, that's good. Like that. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm fucking. I'm getting more mad and more mad. I'm at whatever. It's over. I'm giving him this bill, and it is like a decent amount of money. I feel like it was like almost $300. 7 people. That sounds about right. It was a lot of money. So like my tip out was like 60 to 70 bucks, right? I go to him and I'm about to explain because I'm the kind of person that's like, I'll tell you that it's gratuity because maybe you'll tip more, right? But like other people are like sometimes I just don't say anything and hope that they don't notice, right? Whatever. Like that's just sometimes you play that game.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going up to him and I'm telling him, sir, like, you know, here's the check. This is gratuity. He snatches the fucking check from my hand and said, thank you. And then gave me this or said, thanks. And then just said like that, get out. I was like, this piece of shit. I was like so pissed. I was in the back like, guys, I'm about to break something. And I get the check back. The gratuity again was like 60 bucks. I'm going to go with 60. He tipped 65, 70 on top of that by accident because there's no way that man gave me $120 tip. So I said,
that attitude.
fuck you. I'm not even, he was sitting down and I'm looking at this bill like he fucked up. Sucks. And I took home $120 thanks to him being an asshole. Like that's what you get. Cause like it could have been avoided. That could have been avoided. That's definitely like one of my Ken stories. And I'm staying away from race because you don't get that part. I get the whole racial side of it because I'm Mexican. Like
that's true. Yeah, I don't get that shit.
Yeah, because I don't hide it. My name is all right. Chat. Fuck it. You get to find out. My name is Filiberto. Okay, Filiberto. Filiberto. That is not fucking like American. You know, a lot of people actually think it's Italian. But then, what is that? No, I don't shy away from it. I'm like fucking. I'm fucking Mexican. Like, don't shy. And then they ask all these questions, bro. Scotty, don't clip it, but I did. You know what I'm saying? I did. What up, Danny? But all right, I want to hear yours. I want to hear yours.
So again, this was the last place I worked at. I haven't had too many bad people. Where I'm at now, the last place was just fucking awful. Oh my god. So this old man, he used to be the coolest fucking dude. He would come in, we'd vibe out all the time for years when I was working there. Like he would request me all this shit and that. I loved his wife. You know, she was one of the nursing professors where I was going to school. No, she's like 90. Trust me. I fucked his wife. No. But then just shit got bad in COVID for him, and he became a fucking asshole as a person. Like, I get COVID makes it stressful. I get that. But his whole personality just went to hell. He was treating everybody like dog shit. And he would just come in, just if anything was off with his pizza, and he was the kind of guy who'd be like, yo, tell Merlin, the pizza guy, I want it light cheese. Only Merlin can make it. He knows exactly how I want it made. And so he would call to make sure this guy is here before he comes in, or he won't come in. And all it is light fucking cheese. That's all it is. But this guy's he's a nut, so he has no idea that he sounds like an idiot. But then, so he calls, and I guess somebody tells him incorrectly that the guy is here. He can make his pizza for him. And when he shows up here, holy fuck, this dude explodes when he finds out he's not actually there. Oh my God, he explodes. And if I think it's the right time, I think he stayed and tried a pizza anyway that day. And something just happened where he like got up and was threatening to fucking swing at the manager. Like actually walked up and was like trying to fucking, you know, throw hands with him or some shit like that. I don't remember what it was, but this dude was an douchebag. Like,
Bro,
so ridiculous.
That's insane.
That was I think the one time a manager has given me permission to fuck somebody up the next time they come in the restaurant if they cause any trouble.
Hell
The
yeah.
one time.
It's
Then I got fired.
that kind of stuff is just like, who do you think you are to be like talking to people like that? Like, we're here to help. Ultimately, yeah, us as servers, like our job is to help you. Why are you making that so difficult? You know what I mean? But geez, it's one of those things, you know. But Poop Man and the customer's always right. Yeah, he said, but
Wait,
Poop Man, the customer's always right.
Dude, I hate that thought process because they're not.
They're
And they
100%
shouldn't be
not.
coddled. They should not be coddled. And that's the problem at my current job. I feel like I've had some rude shit sent to me on the phone, man. Like, I will take my business elsewhere if blah, 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 blah. And, oh my God. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. What?
Again, what do you think you pay my bills, bro? Like, I don't care.
Not 7, dude. You can't talk to me like this. I don't care if you're 45. I don't
Yeah.
care, man.
Yeah. And that's
God,
the
okay, we're
biggest thing is like it's like, I don't know, it's like over the internet, right? Behind a screen, people are typing whatever they want. As customers, why do you guys think you can say anything to us and think that's going to be okay? Like, that's the kind of shit that like pisses me off. And again, like, I haven't even touched the racial part of it. I've had people ask if I'm legal, bro, because
my
I was
God.
born in Mexico. Bitch, what? Like, I told you I went to college. I don't understand. Like, of course I'm fucking legal. Like, come on. Like, shit like that too. It's like, again, who are you? Who do you think you are to be asking people like this kind of question? The customer is right 2% of the time. Don't be fooled. Oh my God, yeah. They are 2% right 100% of the time.
Yep.
Fester
That's
said, "There's
literally-
music for this story, though. It's amazing. I feel like serving is a stigma in the eyes of boomers." Oh, that's a good point. I could see that. Because, I mean, I'm curious as to how that was back then. How were servers treated, like, back before we were born? Because I've never
I feel like
thought
it was
about that
way worse.
transition. Probably
I thought it
was
was much
worse. And, like, how were they getting paid and everything, too? And I
Probably
like
a lot less.
talk about customers always right. Does everybody know what a frittata is for breakfast? He said 1v1 me, cuh. You don't want the smoke. Philly, come on now, XO. Come on now, bro. Come on. We're not doing that one. Oh, when I was, it was a boomer. Let me think.
It's almost always.
Yeah, older gentlemen, like it's the older gentlemen and older, yeah, it's the older couples. 100% that always, I can see that, Fester, like that's a good point. I never really thought about it like that, to be completely honest. But if everybody knows what a frittata is, it is a dish that's made out of egg, right? almost like an omelet, but not really. Okay, I don't know how to get specific. I'm not a chef. I just eat things. Okay. Anyway, so I'm over there with my mask. Mind you, I have one of those masks that make me look like a ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that just, it's not like the string mask, like it's the whole thing. So like when I have my bun up and everything, it kind of makes me look like I'm a sumo ninja because I'm not a regular ninja. I'm too big for that. So like it's, certain kind of like I do get to hide a lot of my face. So I go up to this table. How is everything? This woman stops me. She goes, this dish was supposed to have an egg in it. I don't see the egg. Chat, it is a frittata. The entire thing is the egg. All of it. So I literally could not hide it. I was like this, right? I was like this, like imagine my mask. My eyes went like I could not. Everything up here reacted in the way I did not want. I said, "Ma'am, the entire thing is the egg," and I walked the fuck away. I did not even let her say anything else. What? And then I'll give you another one. Beardy. Table later at night, we were gonna switch him from the fireplace room to the balcony place, and everybody knows what a balcony is and where it's located. If you don't, you are the customers that we have been talking about this entire night, okay? Because this customer literally said, as we're taking them to the balcony, is the balcony upstairs?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna throw up.
Whoa!
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Are you kidding me? Is the balcony upstairs? No, it's in the basement. The fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the kind of shit that I'm like, no. Oh my God. Nuh-uh. All right, let me read this. Breakfast food, the worst customers are breakfast people. Oh, yeah, because everybody hasn't had their coffee, bro. They're crabby. They're just waking up. That makes sense, though. The cooks all joke around, and I used to walk up the other Mexican gentlemen that worked there and ask them if they're legal, and we would have like a 19-second staring contest. And they always did the same thing, but put the biggest fucking smile on his face and say, "Fuck no, I don't need that shit," and laugh. Ultimately, the way the kitchen jokes around is literally the way the kitchen jokes around. I can't make the jokes outside of the kitchen, bro. I cannot. Like, when I tell you one of the worst and best things I've ever heard come out of the kitchen was, guys, remember, no means yes, and yes means anal.
Yeah. 100%.
What the fuck? And the dude's like cooking with a big ass knife. Just remember, and I'm just like,
Sí,
sure.
Güey. Yes.
Sí,
yes.
sí.
Yes.
Claro, sí, señor. Like, yeah, dude, it's insane. Telling you, wait for eggless omelet question, bro. I have not. You see, we're not a huge brunch person or restaurant, so I don't, what is it? But ma'am, the whole thing is an egg. It's insane, bro.
Where's the fucking egg? Like, bitch,
What do you mean? Like, think about these things before you speak, customers. The shit that has been said in the kitchen can only stay in the kitchen. I'm telling you. Like, if you know how PS4 got the whole thing that the FBI is going to be recording? Yeah, as soon as you did that to a kitchen, the restaurants are over. Forget it. Everyone's going to jail. I don't care. Different breed in the kitchen, very alike to people that work back of house in retail. Complete different kettle of fish. Now that's something to talk about, Scotty, because interesting, comparison.
Yeah, that probably
there.
is a really close comparison, actually. Yeah.
Because ultimately, the
is
front of house, you have to be a certain way because you're dealing with customers. Back of house only sees boxes and rearranges shit. So, they're disconnected from that part.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good one, too. That means anal quad is the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, seriously, Sloth. Kitchen is Thunderdome. In the kitchen, we don't look down on sexual harassment. We grade it.
No, you're too weak right now. Need more.
The amount of ass grabs and slaps that I've gotten, and it's not been from all females, and damn, it's kind of insane. So yeah, I'm not about it, but it's part of the kitchen. Anyone get arrested while you were working? Not yet, Fester. What about you, Beardy?
No. I mean,
not yet.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Probably some people should have, but not yet.
No, we. Oh, yeah, no, but drunk people have left the building more drunk than we would have
Oh my
liked.
god.
But like,
Fuck.
at what point is that like he literally ran? I'm not running after you, bro. I'm not running after. I'm not the cops. Like, good
Uh-huh.
luck. I'm sorry. I don't know how we handled it, but like, I think he ended up coming back. But it's just like, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? More ass slaps than a high school football game.
Good
It's-
game, bro. Yeah.
Especially, yo, I don't know about. All right, I don't want to sound weird, but especially between the servers, yo, the servers. If it's I have one of my other buddies. He's a server. Me and him. It's just him and I. Saturday Sundays. And it's gotten to the point where I'll walk up behind him and just give him the old football, baseball kind of ass slap. Like, what's up, bro?
Mhm.
Like he goes,
Mhm.
holy shit! All right.
Mhm.
And it just starts a whole movement. Now the kitchen sees it. Now they're slapping my ass. It's like, yeah, oops, I didn't realize what I had done. I apologize.
You've turned them.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, what else? Like, I don't know. It's only gay if your back's touched. Just saying. Oh my god.
It's only gay if you're back. Oh
Uh.
yeah, 100% actually.
You agree with that? You agree with that? So, Beardy, anything else that you wanted to get off your chest as a server for the people that aren't servers and are mostly customers?
Man, we've said a lot at this point. I just wish that people would just not like, if you're ever, unless your server or whoever you're dealing with at the restaurant is directly being rude to you, like unless it is confirmed, I get that. But if it's not, if there's a mistake or they fuck something up or some shit happens, dude, just don't make a big deal out of it. Just be patient. Don't be rude. Don't like go shouting for the manager. Like, this shit happens all day, all the time, all week. I just really feel like the restaurant industry is one where it's literally seen as you can kind of get walked on and you just kind of have to be okay with it. And that's really just what it is. And it's just so fucked, man. Like, I'm borderline 30 years old now. I'm not going to let this fucking dude who's like 45 and upset with his life shit all over me over a cheese pizza. There is not a chance that's happening. But actually there is a chance that's happening because I don't want to get fired again. So I have to just pull that mask up and just grit my teeth and go get the manager or whatever. So just patience with the restaurant people. Just always patience and just understand that they've probably already been there for like 8 hours at least.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably been a long ass day.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Patience is a huge one because ultimately, like, hey, we're human. We're going to mess up. And if you see a server sweating and running around and like has a lot, because you can tell, guys, like if you look around, you can see I don't know, it's a feeling that you see the server kind of be like, I gotta go, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know what I mean? So it's like you can tell when we're busy. Don't ask many questions about the menu that are stupid for only you to then get the burger anyway. Well, you just wasted like 5 minutes that I could have done so many things. And don't try to make conversations. I will converse with you when I can, but don't keep me there. Like, I've had to do the server walk off where I'm just like, excuse me, and then just get the fuck out mid conversation. Because I've noticed like you're gonna do that. But I would say the patience thing, you know, hey, we're in a situation where we are reacting to a lot of things. We are like not in a place where we can make decisions. We have to abide by whatever regulations are getting passed down to us top down. So when you come in there and it's filled up because it's limited seating and we don't have the staff to cover it, so we can't serve you, don't get in our face about it. You know, don't come at us about it. I agree with that, Beardy.
I'm really
Next
Oh my
podcast,
God.
bring guests who worked in the kitchen. You know, I like the way this went, and we're gonna come up with ideas. So maybe.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Now, no, Sloth. You don't talk to the health conductors." Sloth said, "I've only worked in kitchen side." I mean, that's fair. Like, I wonder if anyone of them would want to get on here. Any ideas for focus points on a future one of these BBPs, the Bun and Beard podcast, or would it be beneficial for us to all suggest ideas, topics in the future? So, Beardy, that's what I was gonna say. I like ideas, and we can come on here and talk about topics. I mean, we're well versed in the world. You're 27, about to be.
Seven, baby.
27. I'm about to be 30. You know, we're not 15, 16-year-old kids that have only seen the world. You know, we've kind of seen this and experienced things. So I think maybe opening it up to our Discord, having a Discord page for B.B.P ideas or podcast ideas, however you want to word it, and having people in there kind of kind of letting us know what they want or what they want to hear would be kind of ideal. So I like that idea, Scotty. Yeah, I think we'll open that up for people. Industries exposed, maybe, Fester, maybe. How to make the greatest French fries? Perfect amount of burger patty flips. You could both talk about Twitch and Twitch communities, PC setups, YouTube, social media, hobbies that pertain to video games, and how each has affected you. Just an idea. Damn, bro. That's like ideas, bro. What do you mean? That's like a plethora. Those are all good. And yes, I think I enjoyed this, Beardy. You liked it, right?
I had a great fucking time,
Right.
honestly, man. I really liked it, yeah.
You guys are awesome. Chat kept us entertained with all these messages and stuff. You guys asked great questions. Chat, anything that you would like. I mean, hey, you got your server professionals here. Anything you guys want to know? Because I think, I mean, I don't know. I think this would be a good time to kind of end it for today. You know, I'm glad you guys loved it. But seriously, any questions that you guys want to get off your hands that maybe you had a problem in the past, just let us know. Like, have you ever spit? No, that is actually a cardinal sin. I've never.
I will tell you though. I do have a story though.
Oh, go.
And it is fucking savage. I've never done it. This was a very good friend of mine. You are never gonna hear this shit anywhere else. I fucking guarantee it. Now, unless he just lied to me, this is real and it actually happened. A friend of mine. This dude, he worked at Taco Mac. It's like a sports bar kind of thing down here. I don't know if it's up north, but at least down here it is. You know, wings, burgers, all that bullshit. So this douchebag orders some wings from him. And he's a total fucking dickhead. I remember this was years ago he told me, but this guy, and he wants ranch dressing for his wings, as most people do. Well, my friend, before his wings are ready, or well, no, he brings the wings to the table. The guy wants extra ranch. He's a dick about it. So he goes to get extra ranch, takes a trip to the bathroom, and I shit you not, he fucking comes in the ranch. He fucking jizzes in this guy's ranch. He literally masturbates and jizzes in his ranch, and homie gobbles it up. Yep. Yes.
Oh
yes.
My God! No.
Too far. I'm not saying it's not too far. It is literally as far as you can go. Too far. But as long as homie wasn't lying to me, and he's a very good friend of mine, so I really doubt it.
Oh my God!
That motherfucker ate cum ranch. Yeah. So no, that shit happens, dude. It happens.
Cum
if you think
ranch.
spitting in your food thing is a rumor, I've never done it.
No.
But they do that shit.
Oh my God! No. I have never seen that before, or I've never been a part of that. I've always, you know, the whole waiting, spitting on it. That's insane.
I've eaten some cum out of a fucking ranch
yo,
cup right now.
Ultimately, that's for you guys too. Respect your servers. Is there's some people out there that are willing to do that shit though, you know? You know? And I posted minor specs on the monster PC I ordered. All right, Straga, or Vale. I'll check that out. I've seen ball dips, ad wiping, floor drops, all on food. Oh my God. Daddy's special opinion, the true cranch. No. Respect what today we learned to respect our servers. I got something for the servers. Why y'all gotta be begging for food to come up every 2 seconds? Oh man, I'm ready. Hold on. Let me stretch out before. Let me stretch out before this. Hold on. No, for example, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for a pizza to cook, and I say that to the servers, but they come back every 2 minutes. Is it done yet? I've been waiting a while. Like, god damn. Like, all I'm saying is the reason why we're out there, sometimes the reason why I ask for food is to set myself up. I'm not necessarily asking all the time for, like, oh, I need it now. I'm asking because if it's 5 minutes, if it's 4 minutes, if it's 3 minutes, I can do this, and this before I then have to come pick up the pizza. So for me, when I ask about food, it's not necessarily because, hey, I need it now. I'll let you know if I need it now. Like, guys, it's been 40 minutes. Where's this food? Like, that's different than me just asking, how much on this? Like, how much time on this? Like, for me, and again, servers are different. You got to work with what you got, and there has to be some kind of open communication there. If it's you guys getting pissed because they're doing this, but you guys aren't talking about it, nothing will ever get fixed. Trust me.
Yeah.
When do I talk to my servers? It's at night, and we're rolling around in the grass, burning trees, whatever you want to fucking call it. I'm hosting because that's how I keep them happy. You know what I mean? Like, I do my thing to make sure my chefs are as happy as they can at the end of the night. And like, it is what it is. Let the fellas know about how you feel of this stream pod in the pool, guys. Oh yeah, there's a pool, guys. Check the pool. Servers at my job were like rude. Like, bitch, I have 30 plus pizzas and strombolis and shit in the ovens at once.
Yeah.
And it happens with each. You know, if you got 30 pizzas in there, how many people do you think they're serving? So like, it goes both ways, Sloth. Like, are you in the back because you chose in the back? Or are you in the back because you couldn't be a server? Like, why were you in the back? Because it's like, dealing with food can be easier than dealing with customers.
That's the thing. The only time I'm back there wondering where my food is because there's a customer sitting on me wondering where it is. And that's why. So if I'll try, because they get pissed at my job about it. I try to just look at the ticket time and see, hey, you know, you've got about 10 minutes left in your pizza, because I know that should be about how long it is. But if it's kind of cutting it close to where, all right, this shit really should be done by now, there's no reason it shouldn't be, and they're getting irritated, that's when I go back there. Like, we go back there because we fucking have to usually, because the customer, they're back there in the kitchen. We're out there getting fucking smacked around by the customers. Like, where's my shit? I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't even have an answer for you. It should be done.
There's times where you've hid in the kitchen. Tell me not.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
hid in the kitchen
Every day.
because the food's taking forever. I can't be out there just walking around because this people they're giving me the
They're gonna
eyes.
scare you. Mhm.
It's these eyes
Yep.
of like, where the fuck is my food? And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's coming.
You just don't have an answer for them half the time.
No, my go-to phrase is, your food should be coming out fairly shortly. That's all I say, because I don't give a time. I don't give you my expectation is fairly shortly. And if it's not, then I come out, I'm like, I'm sorry, we were just a little bit delayed. I see them plating it now. It shouldn't be that much longer. Because it gets like that, you know? It's the servers who ask and just stand around. If they moving and working and ask, then I see they are trying. But hey, again, we're standing around because I can't just be, I sometimes I just don't want to be seen by that customer, because then they think that we're literally just walking around. That makes sense. Like, you know, I don't know. I did a server I liked, but I got paid way more than the kitchen because I was in charge of 3 500 plus degree ovens and what was all in them. Damn. Scotty said, hey, Beardy, have you ever served someone while using a different accent or voice? Yo.
I think there was actually, and I think there was a table at my last or second to last job where I got really tight with him for some reason. And I don't know why, but I was using different voices and acting and shit with him like that. Not too many times though. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, at my point, I'm usually like, what do you want? Get out. Honestly, like, let me just do the minimum. Like, let's just get this shit over with, bro. Honestly, what's your name? What's your order? Okay.
Oh
that's great.
man,
Let's go.
that's so funny.
But I think only a handful of times have I ever done that. It's literally maybe a couple.
My story for that would be, I had a table that was speaking Spanish, so I was speaking Spanish to them. So I went from speaking Spanish to then another table, and I didn't switch to English. So I just kept speaking in Spanish, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." You know, Spanish stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so you know what I mean? Like that's the funny, and it wasn't on purpose. Like that's the funniest thing is it really wasn't on purpose. Fancy teasing us with the voice line. Oh, go ahead, tease him with the voice line, bro.
It depends. You tell me what voice you want.
What do you want, Scotty? Sumo, would you ever consider getting a couple of people like Ruler, Scotty, Dylan, others like grab a couple of people and talk about gaming and when did you start, like that sort of podcast? Again, Cheetah, this is something that's brand new. So all of these ideas that you have, or you know what I mean, we're going to take them all into like consideration. So the answer to that is obviously yes. I would love to do that, to have a group podcast where we each share a little bit about how we got started and everything, you know, especially because we're all different. You know, he lives in the South. I live in the North. We got people from UK, age differences. You know what I mean? People with families. So it's interesting to see how they have kept up with gaming and still, you know, do the thing. Baby girl, you know what voice line I want. Oh
Shit, I
shit.
told him to tell me. I don't know.
Oh
I
no.
don't know which one he
Oh
wants.
no. ¿Tú hablas español? Sí, yo hablo. Cool. Can I get a number 5? Yo. That's actually happened too. It's
Yo,
interesting,
that's
man.
one thing I wanted to ask you about too. I actually speak pretty fluent Spanish. I had 3 years of it in high school,
Mhm.
and I speak it with the fucking kitchen every day. But when I get the Hispanic, like, or Latino, however you prefer to say it, tables,
It actually
I
matters.
never speak
Depends.
Spanish with them because I just feel fucking awkward. I don't know why, but I could definitely do all of it, but I just speak English, man, because I just feel really awkward. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, how would you feel if someone?
Well, for me personally, I love it because I like to practice it. But, bro, I've had fellow, like, your accent is Hispanic. Like, I know you speak Spanish. You're bullshitting because your English is not that great. So then I switch it to Spanish, and then they get, like, they respond in English. Like, they're almost, like, offended that I'm trying to talk to them in Spanish, and it wasn't that. I'm like, yo, bitch, I honestly can't understand you in English. Like, please tell it to me in Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, damn. But like, so I have had that where people like don't want to speak Spanish, and it is what it is. I'll just then talk to them in English, like whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know why people like if you were to come up to us because I speak Spanish with my family. So if I was speaking Spanish with my mom and you came up to serve us and then you started to speak in Spanish, or at least we heard you try, we wouldn't make fun of you. We wouldn't get offended. Hell no. We'd be like, yeah, good job. Like, yo, you're doing
Yeah.
great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how we are. But like, you know how it is. Yo soy abogado. Tell Scotty you want to rub him down good in Russian accent. Can you do a Russian
Oh.
accent?
I want to rub you down, Scotty.
Rub you the way.
I want to rub your cock down and scrape the tip with my teeth, baby. Oh my god, yes. Privyet to Russia.
You know, Crispy, we're like, I like that. He said, bro, real talk. I love my job in the kitchen. Being a head chef is chaotic as hell, but so much fun. And that's like, not everybody, Crispy. Like, that really isn't for everybody. There's a huge level of people that could not do what you do, or could not do what me and Beardy does. I've seen people with high anxiety then try to be in a scenario where we are. They start getting freaked out in their heads. Like, what the hell is happening? You know what I'm saying? And like they can't handle it. So it's like my fucking camera just got all blurry for some reason. So like there's things that you love about it. I love the chaos too, bro. I love the chaos. I really do. The whole like controlled chaos is my shit. What an interesting choice of serving me. He said he wanted to do Smeagol. Go up to pretend Scotty was literally in your restaurant right now. What's your opening line in Smeagol?
Hey guys, how are we doing today? How many is in your parties? Did you have, you said food? Okay, give me this one sec. Let me get you, you guys can take a seat wherever you like. Go, go, go. And, here's your menus. Your fucking server will be right with you, okay? Thank you.
Yes, everybody. If you're not clapping at home, you're not doing it right. Oh my god. Crispy said, Beardy, come be one of my servers, bro.
My fucking god, no. Bro, I'm trying to be out of that life within
Oh
6
my
months,
God.
man. Hell no. I'm about to change somewhere else.
Can you sing the fish song? That was for you.
The fish song?
I guess the
What's
Gollum
the
fish song.
Oh, what? Oh, fuck. I don't know the lyrics. I mean, I could sing it. I just don't know the words, though. My phone's about to die, too. I can't even look it up. Shit.
All good.
Hold on. Keep doing your thing. I'll check. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check on a tab.
Check the tab. This guy with his voices, if I was able to do that, man, and if I worked at a place, like I would 100% do voices to go to customers like that. It's just small and stupid. I believe it, but yo, he's gonna do it. But Cheetah, I did like that idea of having people on the podcast to kind of get perspectives on like gaming and everything. Bro, come on, you get a shift beer. If I can't get drunk after work, I don't even want it, man. A shift beer just does not cut it.
That's the one thing I miss about my old job. There was a full bar, and I got drunk during work off of liquor most of the time.
Yup.
That shit kept me going, man.
Nah. It got to the point where if I was feeling a little bit like I can't carry a tray, all right, I'm done. But like, I never got too drunk at work either. Like, I was always just happier going up to a table like, hey, what's going on today? Yeah. Maybe not that loud, but kind of loud. You know how it is. But I tip 1,000% if I heard it. Yeah, I'm saying if he heard a voice like that and it's like maybe not Gollum, because you know it might be a little too much. You got to read the table probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would definitely use like a Southern accent or a Russian accent or something like that. That'd be so good.
I think I got it. I just watched the video. I think I got it.
You got it? All right, go.
Rockin' the pool, so nice and cool, so juicy sweet. Now we wish to catch a fish, so juicy sweet.
Damn.
So good, bro.
That's it. Do not. None of you tell me that's not it.
That is
Nobody.
so good, dude. That is so good. Oh
That's
my
100%.
goodness. That's amazing, dude.
Oh my god. Sitting there fucking smacking that fish around on the ground like, oof. That's kind of morbid.
Oh, sheesh. Oh, I love that. My job is super chill compared to my last corporate job. That shit's corporate sucks, bro. Don't do corporate. Anything corporate, fuck it. Unless you own the corporation, fuck that.
Wait, I think that's when he worked at Longhorns. He worked at Longhorns in the kitchen. That was
Crispy?
probably awful. Yeah.
Why is my shit
Nucky
getting
poo.
so blurry? I don't know. Seeing It's Raining Men as Mickey Mouse. Jesus. Bro, this is why.
It's raining men. Ho-ho! I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics actually.
Honestly, this is the you got to do the voice stream for sure.
Yeah.
Chat.
100%.
Anybody that's here, he does do streams where he just chats and does like voices. So definitely go follow. You guys see it. It's above Beardy's head right now. If you
I haven't
don't,
done many of them yet. I will say that. I've only done them like 1 or 2 times, but
oh, well,
I
this
do
is
them during my streams fucking constantly. At least.
Tune in, guys. If you guys are not following Beardy, twitch.tv/Beardy, the 2 Ys 16. Go follow
Come
the
to me.
man. Go find
Come.
out when he streams, and then make him do voices while he streams because it is amazing. What is it, Scotty? What do you like to say? I am in stitches right now. You know what I'm saying? Like my stomach hurts from laughing so much. You know? But chat, thank you so much for stopping by. You guys were fucking amazing. Thank you, Beardy, because you
sir.
know, like I already knew this podcast was gonna be fun like this. I knew it, bro. I knew it. We
Really fun.
honestly hadn't talked about all of this restaurant stuff until today to kind of keep it like fresh for everybody. But I had fun. Chat, we're going to open it up on both Discords. Like Scott, like hopefully Beardy will do like a kind of suggestion page, and let's see if we can't come up with a new topic. I love this podcast stream, guys. You can give a round of applause to both Beardy and Sumo. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I would love to keep doing this. You know, hey, give us freaking Game Freak. You gave all of those suggestions, ideas. I want to put them in the Discord so I can like actually have them written down somewhere because I would like to do this. And what do you guys think? Like twice a month, every other week? Because you know, Beardy to make sure we're getting the right scheduling down and everything. We'll figure that out, chat. Just look for the B.B.P. insignia in the air, and just know we're live. Just kidding. That's a Batman joke.
I think we can make that happen too, Quispy. No doubt, bro.
Real talk, I'd love to have both of y'all on my podcast. Oh shit, Quispy, let us know, bro. And again, this is the beautiful thing. Twice a month to start off with. I like that. B.B.P. That's all me. Yeah.
B.B.P. That's on me. That was Scotty.
That was good, bro. That's good. But yeah, thank you guys so much again. And hey, we'll be back. We'll be back. And I hope you guys are back here with us. All right? Beardy, chat, much love.
Goodbye. I see you next time.
Deuces.